Hi there, welcome back to your mat. Today's practice will be a shorter Vinyasa class, but we will be focusing on core work. So with each posture, I'll be emphasizing core cues to help engage your abdomen, your thighs, and this will help keep us safe during our practice and also help to build strength as we go off of our mat as well. So I hope you enjoy, and if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos each week. I also forgot to mention that if you have a block handy, it will be good for today's class. If you don't have one, it's not necessary and you'll still be able to do all of the postures. So we'll begin today in a child's pose. Again, taking the knees nice and wide, sending the hips to meet the heels and walking the hands out in front as you allow your torso to rest down onto the mat. Begin to arrive here and settle the body, settle the breath, settle the mind. Find a full deep breath in here and sigh it away. Begin to notice the hip creases and the lower back and see if you can send your breath there to release any tightness, any tension. Maybe you can reach your fingertips just a little bit further ahead to really stretch out the upper arms and the upper back. Notice if you're holding your torso up at all and really try to relax it down. If your forehead doesn't meet the mat, you can stack your fists or use a block underneath your forehead and just allow your chest to move towards the mat. Full inhale, full exhale. Find two very intentional breaths here before we begin to move. And on your next breath in, pressing into your palms, just pull yourself up to a tabletop position with your wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. In tabletop, notice your shoulders. Try to draw them down the back and away from the ears. And here in table as well, notice your core. Begin to pull the belly button in and up. Activate the abdominals. Keeping the shoulders away from the ear and the core nice and tight. On an inhale breath, let the belly drop down as the gaze looks up. Pressing into the mat, exhale, allow the spine to round, head drops down. Breathe in, heart pulls forward, gaze lifts up. Exhale, round the spine. Breathe in to cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more times at your own pace, allowing the movement to take as long as the breath does. Last exhale here, really pulling the belly in and coming back to a neutral table. Again, belly button in and up. The tops of the feet press firmly into the mat. So we prepare for balancing table, extending the right leg behind you. Toes can stay on the mat. And notice your hips, draw the right hip down so it's level. You can lift the heel so it's parallel to the floor and maybe extend the opposite arm out in front. We're gonna stay just as we are. Really reaching through the fingertips and pressing through the heel, really engaging the core. Thigh muscles are hugging the bone. As we find length with the inhales. And remain for the exhales. Last breath in here. And lower down. It's time extending the left leg behind. Again, leveling the hips first before lifting the heel. Belly button in. Maybe the opposite arm reaches out. Thumb faces the ceiling. Breathe in, get long through the fingertips and the heel. Draw the left shoulder away from the ear. Breathing here deeply and slowly. Last inhale. And exhale, lower down. You can rock back onto the heels just to release the wrists. And coming back to tabletop. You're gonna tuck your toes under as if you're gonna send your hips back for downward facing dog. But we're going to begin just by lifting our knees. So by doing this, we are engaging our core and we have the length in our back that we want for downward facing dog. Staying with your breath, melting your shoulders. And on your next exhale, keeping the core tucked in, keeping the length in the spine, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other, warming up the hamstrings. Your feet should be about 2 fist distance apart, or hip distance. Find one full breath in here. Empty all the air as you look forward and just walk to meet your hands. Breathe in, hands to knees or shins, flat back. Exhale, just fold. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway. And fold. 1 more time, half lift. Stay in a forward fold. Feet can come hip distance, allowing the belly to rest on the thighs. And maybe you grab opposite elbows. Find a gentle sway. Releasing the hands, bringing the toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. And with strong legs, inhale, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Hands to heart center. Setting up for breathing hands. If you do have a block, feel free to use it. You can place it in between your thighs. I like using this because it helps to stabilize the pelvis and you can really engage the thighs here. So if you have a block, if you don't, that's fine too. Your big toes can be to touch, heels slightly apart. And with the legs engaged, with the belly button in and up, core nice and engaged, interlace the fingers at the heart. Breathe in as you press the palms away, up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, squeeze the block and sit into a chair. Inhale, extend up. Exhale to chair. Core engaged, inhale up. Exhale to chair. 2 more times. Slow, mindful breaths. I like 1 more time. Breathe in. This time as you exhale, stay in chair pose. Squeeze the block, engage the core. Arms reach up by the ears. Breathe in. Exhale, sit a little lower. Last inhale here. And forward fold. If you have the block, you can release it to the side. Just taking another ragdoll here. Right, breathe in, find a halfway lift. And fold. Root to rise up. Hands to heart center. Just find mountain pose. Palms by the side. Gaze. Just close your eyes actually. Connect with your breath. Notice the heat that you're building in your body. Notice your core. See if you can pull the belly button in. Engage the thighs. Preparing for 3 sun salutations. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinging at the hip creases, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step the feet back, stay in plank pose. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Find a breath in here. Hugging the elbows into the ribs, lower to the count of 3, 2, 1. Tops of the feet ground. Inhale, chest lifts, cobra. Press into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, full inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Empty it out. Last breath in. All the air out as you look forward. Step, walk, or hop. Halfway lift. And fold. Root to rise. Hands through prayer. Breathe in, reach up. And fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands plant, high plank. Stay for the breath in. And with control, count of 3, lower, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra or up dog, lifting the pelvis. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always an option for child's pose. Full inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. Empty all the air, look forward, step, walk, or hop. Inhale, half lift, shoulders melt. Exhale, fold. Root to rise up. Hands to heart. Last one, breathe in, reach. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, crown reaches forward, shoulders melt. Exhale, hands plant, step back. Again, high plank, breathe in here. To the count of 3, lower down. 2, 1. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time, inhale the right leg high. Exhale, draw it forward to the left elbow, underneath the body. Inhale, extend out. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale, extend. This time, exhale, knee to nose. Hold here. Really pull the knee up to the chest and plant the foot for warrior 1. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into the front knee. Breathe in here. Exhale. Last inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the front foot back. Lower with control. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. This time, left leg reaches up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Breathe in, kick back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Pull the belly and knee up. Sweep the foot forward, warrior one. Foundation first. Inhale to rise. Settle in. Notice if your back is arched in this pose. Again, pull the belly in, tuck the tail for a nice tall spine. Pressing out through the back edge of the back foot. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back high plank to low. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, find a child's pose. Connect back to your breath here. Find a full breath in. Clear it away. 2 more breaths here. All right, when you're ready, make your way back to downward facing dog. We're going to do the knee to elbows once more into a warrior two. So inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, kick high. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Hug everything in and up. Step forward for warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, rising on the inhale. Arms reach front and back. Again, notice if your back is really arched, your tail is sticking out, and draw everything in, tucking the tail. Full inhale here. Drawing the thigh muscles into the bone, your legs are so strong. Bringing the hands to the hips. Shift the front foot outward just a couple inches as you shift the hips forward for a crescent lunge. The back heel comes off the mat and arms reach up. Try to, if your back heel can, try to shift the toes back so that your heel is over your toes. And then nice, strong leg. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, plant the hands. We're gonna step back to a side plank. So keep the left hand planted as you step the front foot back, open up to a side plank. Bottom knee can be lifted or lowered. Breathing here. Stay with your breath. 2 more inhales. And exhale, top hand down, lower to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Pull the knee up. Step it forward, warrior two, second side. Inhale to rise. Full breath in. Pressing firmly through the edge of the back foot. Bringing your hands to your hips again, shift the front foot out just a little as you square your hips forward and lift the back heel, crescent lunge. Breathe in, extend up. Exhale, maybe sit a little lower. Breathe in, reach. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time, keep the right foot planted as you step back, open up, side plank. Bottom knee can be lifted or lowered. Wherever you are, maybe you can challenge yourself by lifting the top leg, or maybe not. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Hands to the mat, high plank all the way down. Breathe in, cobra or up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Your knees can be together here, stretching out the back. You can bring your palms together and reach your thumbs to the back of your neck. Calming the breath. You can put your palms back onto the mat. On an inhale breath, come up to tabletop. Finding thread the needle, extend the left arm parallel to the floor. Breathe in to open up. And exhale, thread the hand between the forearm and the thigh. Temple can rest on the mat. Top arm can reach out in front, or you can wrap around the lower back. Can bring the hand back underneath the shoulder as you push yourself up to tabletop. Setting up for the second side. This time the right arm is parallel to the floor. Breathe in to open up. Exhale, thread the needle. Finding whatever variation works for you. Maybe the arm out in front, or wrapped around the lower back. Bring the palm back underneath the shoulder as you come back up to a tabletop. And just shift your feet out to the side as you come back onto a seat. You're going to find some windshield wipers with the knees. Them fall from side to side. As you make your way back onto your back, you could hug your knees into your chest and just find a gentle rock back and forth. I should have mentioned, but if you do have a block, you can bring it back with you. Just place it off to the side for now. We're going to set up for another core pose called water wheel. You can bring your thumbs and place them underneath your sits bones just to protect your lower back. You're going to inhale to draw your knees up towards your chest and extend up. And as you exhale, allow the heels to move towards the floor just until it feels comfortable for you, and then breathe in, knees back up to chest, feet extend up. Exhale to hover, or as far as comfortable. Breathe in, knees in, feet up. Exhale to a hover. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, knees in, feet up. Exhale, lower. We're going to do 5 more of these. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Breathe in. Lower. 3 more. 2. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Last one, knees in, feet up. Exhale to hover. Draw the knees into the chest and give them a nice squeeze. I'm rocking back and forth if that feels good. The last core posture of class. If you have a block, you can place it between your knees. Your arms can be out into a T. And you're going to bring your knees up so they're over your hips. Shins are parallel with the floor. As you inhale, you're going to lower the knees to one side, about 45 degrees. Breathe in, come back to center. Toes are flexed. Exhale, knees to the second side. Breathe into center. Really engaging the core here. Exhale to one side. Inhale to center. Exhale, maybe you can lower your knees a little further. Breathe in back to center. We're going to do this 3 more times on each side. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more times each side. Only do as far as feels comfortable with you. If this doesn't work, feel free to do more water wheels or any other core posture that feels good for you. Last one on each side. You breathe in back to center. If you have the block, you can remove it. Hug the knees back into the chest. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Stretch out the upper back. Lower back down. Going to set up for bridge pose to help stretch out all of the abdominals. Pressing into the tops of the feet, grounding through the triceps. Inhale, lift the hips up. Stay for the exhale. Drawing the thighs together. Maybe you walk your shoulders underneath the torso to lift the hips a little higher. Last inhale here. And exhale, lower down. Drawing the knees into the chest for a supine twist. Allow the knees to fall to one side. Keeping both shoulders planted on the mat, arms can come out to a T, and gaze can come over the opposite shoulder. Just allow your body to release. Let gravity do the work. And breathing, come back to center. And find the second side. Notice if you're holding any tension in your ribs or your hips, or your thighs, and try to release and let it go. Maybe you close your eyes. And on a breath in, come back to center. Taking any movements you need before your final Shavasana. Maybe you hug your knees back into your chest. Or grab for the soles of your feet for happy baby. As you draw your elbows to meet your armpits, maybe you can rock back and forth. And when you're ready, making your way to Shavasana, taking your legs nice and long, letting your feet fall out to the sides. Arms are long, palms face up. Finding a full breath in, sighing it away. Do that one more time, full breath in. Let it go. Release any tension between your brows, your jaw, shoulders, hips. Try to remain here on your mat with your breath for the next 2 minutes, and I'll let you know when your Shavasana is over. Finding a full, deep breath in. Sigh it away. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, ankles and the wrists. Maybe you find a full body stretch, reaching the arms over the head. And using your arm as a pillow, making your way to the side in fetal position. Taking a moment and pressing into the top hand. Gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Gaze can be lowered or eyes can be closed. finding a final breath in together. Clear it away. Bringing your hands to heart center in gratitude for your practice, for your mind, body, and breath. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.